Now, our binary code uses zeros and ones, and that's it. The new code uses little shapes, some square and some like thin rectangles. I'm sorry, but I can't draw them in this email, so you will just have to visualize them. But the squares or rectangles are empty, just white inside, as if you had drawn the outlines with a pencil. They are the equivalent of our zeros and ones. So the aliens write a message exactly as we would using digital encoding. But then they start again with more squares and rectangles and write a different message, Albert. But the trick is that they fill the interiors of these shapes with a color red, for example. Then they place this second message on top of the first, starting at exactly the same point. So if you could see both messages, you would read two messages, but taking up the same memory space. Then they create a third message painted blue, then a fourth message painted green. These they also place on top of the original messages, so now starting from the beginning you have four messages, one on top of the other but taking up the same memory space in the computer. One piled on top of the others like transparent pages from a book, but each page covered in digital squares or rectangles of a different color. Now when they read the messages, a laser can focus on any one color and read that message. The whole thing about it is that you have four messages in a three-dimensional pile, but it all takes up only the same space in a memory as the longest message. The messages are translated into English or whatever in the normal way. I don't know if you can visualize what I said, but it is ET in origin and has largely been ignored by science here on Earth.